Hello, my name is Hugh. Welcome to my channel and my chair. Today's project is going to be a very special one for me. I started my channel on the 21st of October 2019, so at the end of last month I celebrated being on YouTube for 3 years, which time's flown. From the date I started, 1,113 days later, on the 7th of November, I passed the 1,500 subscriber count, which I'm just blown over with. So thank you, all of you, so much. I currently stand at 1,563 subscribers. So 1,563 thank yous. Diolch yn fawr. In that time, my channel has had just under 61,500 views and just under 5,000 hours of you watching me have fun. Not all of them have always gone right, but I always show when it doesn't. So that's two of them. Two of the three things. 3 years and going over 1,500 subscribers. And the last celebration is that this video will actually be my 150th video on YouTube. Which, yeah, unbelievable. So, as you can see, I've already got my workshop clothes on, including this old jumper, because it is now getting cold. So, I'll see you in the workshop, and I'll explain what today's project is going to be. I'll see you in a second. Hello. Well, as you can see, another new toy. Although I did actually buy this in July, but it's been in my mate Kevin's house since then, because he actually got it for me. And it's the Axminster. This is the AC 1950B. It's now called the AW 1950B, and I got this at a hugely reduced price because they've changed from Axminster Craft to Axminster Workshop. The machine is identical. So there was nothing wrong with my old bandsaw, my old DeWalt. It gave me 6 unfaltering years of service. And was a brilliant bandsaw. But today's project I wasn't able to do on the old one because it wasn't accurate enough. It had a cast aluminium table, and the fence, as you remember, I had to clamp it from both ends and everything else. This has got a cast iron table. It's got a proper locking fence and a T-slot for the mitre gauge. So, off camera, I've ripped that down. It's a piece of sapele, and I've ripped it using this to a 1-inch square. It's going to be a pen. It's a design, again, I think it was on the International Association of Pen Turners. I thought, wow. But as I said, I couldn't do it on the old one because it just wouldn't have been accurate enough. So my intention is to turn that into an octagon, 8 sides, and then segment at 60 degrees on all 8 sides. So my next job is now to get this table tilted to 45 degrees. See you in a sec. Excuse me. This table does have an accurate side, well, for measuring, but instead I've used my digital angle finder, far more accurate. So I laid it like that when it was flat, zeroed it, tilted it until the readout said 45. So the next bit, attaching the fence here. Now, I saw on YouTube a superb couple of videos on how to take a square into an octagon with no measuring, and it's really simple. You place that there at 45 and then bring your fence up until the fence kisses the blank, like that. Excuse me a sec. And lock it in. Just check that. I'm using this, which is a bandsaw buddy, so that I can accurately across the whole length of there rather than just the width of the blade. So like that. It's on there all the way down, kissing there. That can go away now. And now the magic, because you just place this against the fence and cut. Get my push stick. So it's going to get noisy. Takes it 90 degrees. And there we have an octagon. Okay, so I've got sled set up 60 degrees or 30, whichever, and I've marked on the ends one round to 8. It's not a perfect octagon. If this idea works, I will be making more blanks, but I'll be using my table saw. So it's going to get noisy because I'm going to put the dust extractor back on. And there we have our first cut. So I've got some thicker veneer, so that only needs one slice to go down it, which is great. So let me get this cut and I'll show you me gluing it in. Okay, so that's all glued in. Let that set off for a bit. I'll take it to the disc sander, get it all back octagonal again, and do the next few cuts. So I'll speed the rest of this up because I've looked already, this is going to be a long video. But hopefully we should get a nice pen out of it. So I'll see you in a second. Okay, so there's 2 cuts done. Off camera now, it's going to be exactly the same, so I'm just going to go around the other 6 sides, cut, glue in, and sand back down. And I'll bring you back when I've got the blank done. Okay, there it is. Looks a bit of a mess. Some of the lines, or the segments, higher than others. I don't know what this is going to look like, but it's going to be different. So I'm just going to soak this now with more super glue or CA and leave it overnight. And so I'll see you in a second, which will be tomorrow for me. Hey, look. Well, it's a few days later, so I know that's all gone off nicely. But before I start drilling, I've put the centre hole in ready using the centre drill. Just like to show you these. My name on the front, which is lovely. And these are 3D printed by Mark and Jennifer Strawson from Jennifer's Crafts and Creations. And I'll put a link to their Facebook page downstairs. These are actually in the trial process at the moment. And Mark very kindly asked me if I wanted to be one of the guinea pigs and let him know what I think. Originally all these inserts were all black. As you can see, I put the sizes up the front, but then Mark decided to colour code them. Not sure on that one, but we're going to give it a go because that's what Mark asked me to do, to see what I think of it. And he originally sent me this, and I realised I hadn't given him enough drill sizes, so he sent me another one that I can glue onto the back like that. So yeah, these are the pens I use, the drills I use for my pens the most. So rather than getting out of the box and find one and bling, this is going to be ideal for me. So this is going to be the Epsilon kit. As some of you know, it's my favourite one, and that takes an 11/32 drill bit. So the great thing for me for this is I have a terrible habit of not putting things back. So this drill organizer hopefully will break that habit for me. So let me get this drill set up in here and we'll start drilling out and get it on the mandrel and see if we can get a pen out of this. So I'll be back in a sec. Drilling at 619. As always, just in a couple of centimetres, 15 mils, something like that. Back it off. Clean the flute and back in. Okay, as you can see, it's on the Mandrel. I'll be using my 1-inch Robert Sorby spindle roughing gouge. Speed will be just over 2000 RPM with my full face shield on. And hopefully this stays together. Let's give it a go. Okay, blade speed is down to 547, 548, and as ever, when I'm doing light and dark, just one coat of super glue or CA across just to seal it before I then sand. Let that go off, I'll bring you back when it's time to do a bit of sanding. Again, when doing segmented work, block of wood, wrap the sandpaper around it, make sure you tighten everything up first. The reason that was loose because I loosened it off to take the bushes out just in case super glue stuck the bushes. And then just to smooth out any ridges, you can see there, that's a ridge, so get rid of those and then we can just go along with the other grits just by hand without the need for a block. I'm only going to 240 because I'm not putting a super glue finish on this. I'm going to be using the True Grit made in Yorkshire again, which I trialled a couple of weeks or so ago. And some microcrystalline wax. That's what it's going to look like. I'll bring you back when it's time. And as ever, let's see what we're going to get. A bit of methylated spirits or denatured alcohol. I'm reasonably happy with that, but we'll have a chat in the chair later because I'm now going to use the True Grit, which I was asked to trial. Worked really well on those 2 oak bowls. I thought I'd give it a go on a pen and see what happens. I'll see you in a sec. Okay, rub it on stationary. Work it in, and then start the lathe off slow, about 400. There you go, that's 470, and start working it in. Work it in for a few minutes, you can feel it breaking down, and then turn the speed up. And to give it its polish, this stuff does have microcrystalline wax in the mixture, so you could leave it at that, but I'm going to be putting Chestnut's microcrystalline hard wax stick over the top. That's 1100 now. That's 1400. Just waiting now for this cloth, the paper towel, to come up clean. which it has. Silky, silky smooth. You know, just as a test, I'm not going to use that because this pen's for me. It's going to be my daily use because I want to see how hard wearing that finish is. So I will report back in a few weeks or a couple of months, whatever, and let you know how it's fared. Okay, let's get the pen together and then we'll have a chat in the chair. Okay. First one on or in is the coupler. Secondly, the clip and the clip housing. Again, I think I've said this before, one of the things I love about this pen is you get the chance to put the clip where you want it, and I think I want it running straight down there. Screw the nib end on, refill with the tightly coiled spring end towards the bottom. Transmission, work it in a bit, nib retracts beautifully, and then the cap, and there we have it. One special pen for me for 3 years on YouTube, over 1,500 subscribers, and this my 150th video. So it's getting dark now, so it's not going to be very good for filming and for you seeing this. So I'll see you in the morning when we'll have a look at this from my chair. See you in a second. Hello. Well, here it is in close-up. As a proof of concept, it works. That's the Peely, the main body, and that I believe is ash in there. And as I said, it's a Taylor Mirfield's Epsilon kit. The only finish that's on it is the True Grip made in Yorkshire, and it is silky smooth, and I say I will be using it to see how hard wearing the finish is on a pen. I don't think it's designed for pens, but we shall see. Yeah, as you can see, the rings, the pattern's there, but they're not symmetrical, and the reason for that is the octagon wasn't a perfect octagon to start with, so that's down to me cutting it. But as I said in the video, I think I would get a much better octagon off my table saw, which is going to be the plan at some point in the future. So yeah, I'm happy. It worked. It stayed together. So yeah, thank you for watching. Couple of things. One, that drill stand, I will put a link to Mark and Jennifer's Facebook page in the description. They will be making them to sell, but they are in the trial process at the moment. So, you know, if you're interested, give them a message, PM them, and I'm sure they'll come back to you very quickly. So, yeah, my 150th video, 3 years and 1,500 subscribers. All I can say to all of you is diolch yn fawr iawn. Thank you very much. I will be doing a giveaway for 1500. It's not this, but I will let you know when I'm doing a giveaway. I'm trying to think of something nice. Excuse me. So, all that's left for me to say is, if you've liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't, give it a thumbs down. Either way, please leave a comment. I read them all. I reply to them all. Hit the like button, subscribe, share, all those good things, as everybody says. So, lastly, and by no means leastly, thank you very much again for watching. Please take care. Please stay safe. I'll see you next week. And, well,